I think Lucia's ankle monitor is a bigger part of the storyline than we initially thought it was. And Rockstar isn't hiding it, but they're not really making it straightforward. It's in a little bit of screenshots and a little bit of the trailer, but they're not making it straightforward. I think they meant for the fans to find this out, and that's exactly what we've done here. So if you are new to GTA 6 for whatever reason, you will know that in trailer number 1 and trailer number 2, most importantly trailer number 2, Lucia is seen wearing an ankle monitor in some parts of it, and some other parts, she is seen not wearing it. But I think I've cracked something where we're going to know parts of the storyline by knowing which parts Lucia is wearing this ankle monitor. And in fact, I think map barriers are coming back. GTA 5 didn't have any map barriers, especially for young people out there who never played the OG GTA games, even GTA 4. They blocked off most areas of the map for the good first quarter of the storyline.
All transit between Los Santos and the greater Red County area is still strictly limited following last month's earthquake. Officials are not
GTA 5 obviously didn't do that. But with Vice City having multiple islands, I think this is a big possibility that they're going to be doing this. So to me, trailer number 2 is the story trailer. Trailer number 1 showcasing Vice City, Leonardo. Trailer number 2 is the story mode focus. I think trailer number 3 will be somewhere along the lines in the middle maybe. But trailer number 2 is definitely the more focused on the storyline one to me. But the first bit we see Lucia is when Jason gets her out of prison. And that's what I think the first part of the game is going to be. I think we're going to be mostly playing as Jason until we get to Lucia getting out of prison. I think that's going to be a few missions down the line, kind of how unlocking Michael was in GTA 5. I think that is a very safe bet. And you see, when she walks out, she is wearing the ankle monitor. So this is right in front of our faces, no surprise right here. But let's go a little farther down into the trailer, okay? In the next scene, she's also wearing it in bed. In the scene with her and Jason sitting next to each other, she is also wearing it here. And here we see her picking up trash, part of her service duty after prison. So this is probably going to be like a little miniature game mission sort of thing right here. But we have to assume she's also wearing it right here. So this is the part of the game where we're still kind of new to modern life with Lucia. She is still right fresh out of prison. And this does look to be the homestead type of area where, you know, it's outside of Miami, kind of swampy, a lot of water, a lot of boat action going on. Kind of outside of the city life, you know. But the first bit where we see Lucia without an ankle monitor is this scene where they look to be escaping some kind of jail cell, maybe that is? Or maybe I was thinking maybe it was a robbery at first, but the more I look at it, the more it looks like some kind of jail cell, you know. But this is where you would have to say that they actually go on the run from the police. Lucia has her ankle monitor off. They are on the run in this scene. And this is probably when they will be hiding out, you know, definitely not allowed to go into the major Vice City downtown area. Might even go down to the Florida Keys actually after this part. And we know this because, and not a lot of many people added this up, but in the leaked gameplay clips from 2022, we see that there is a hotel room and a little bit of dialogue with Jason and Lucia in the hotel room. No one knew what this was at first. We just thought, hey, maybe that's their safe house, you know. But in one of the last scenes of trailer number 2, you see Lucia going up to hug Jason in that same hotel room that we see in leaked video clips. I can't show you guys that for obvious reasons, but I will link it in the description for you to check out. So go click on description and you could see it in that clip. But here she doesn't have the monitor on her ankle. So this definitely does look to be weird. They are hiding out at, you know, they start in the Florida Keys, that's where Jason's house is, move over to Homestead, and then something happens. She takes off her ankle monitor, and then they both go on the run, go into motels like this one. And this is the major part I want to point out. They are on the run. They are not going to be able to go into downtown Vice City. That is why I think they are bringing back barriers, map barriers, but more in-depth. It's not just going to be at the start of the story mode. It might be, you know, since you are starting off in Homestead, then going down Florida Keys, because as I said in many past videos, Homestead is going to be the intro of the game, where you're robbing Hank's Waffles that is going to be the intro of the game. Then somehow you end up in the Florida Keys without Lucia, and then soon after you get back Lucia still in the Florida Keys. So I'm thinking you're limited to those two parts of areas in the map, the Florida Keys and a little bit above where Homestead is in real life and in GTA 6. You can even see that in the fan-made map here. And when you do have Lucia unlocked with Jason, maybe with Jason, but not with Lucia, you won't be able to go really most of the map, I would say. Again, sticking to the Florida Keys and Homestead area. I'm definitely not thinking the West Coast at all, or downtown Miami or anything above that for the good start of the storyline. And I know this is going to be a hot take for many. We want to explore the map, but this is a classic thing in Rockstar games. And GTA 5 is the only game outside of all the other ones like Midnight Club and LA Noire, all the other smaller ones in comparison to GTA 6, where the map is fully accessible at the start of the game. No other one of their games has this. They all have map barriers of some kind. And to prove this, going back to trailer 1, we see here Lucia in the dress. Looks to be the same style of hairstyle as they have in trailer number 2 at the top of the bar. So she doesn't have her ankle monitor on in this clip, even though you can't see her legs. She definitely does not have it on because of where she is at in the storyline. And at the end of trailer number 1, where they are also in that same hotel room, you can see she doesn't have the monitor on. And this is where they're saying like, hey, we gotta stick this out together. They are on the run from the police in the same motel as we see in the gameplay clips in trailer number 2. So this motel is gonna be a major part of the storyline as well.
Trust?
Trust.
Man, that trust line is so iconic now. So once that escape, whatever we saw in trailer number 2, that escape, whatever that is, wherever it is in the story mode point, you know, an hour and 2 hours in even, because GTA 6 is going to be a long, massive game. Even 2-3 hours in, I think that is going to be a real kickoff point for just pure craziness, robberies, heists, exploring new areas of the map. That is when we get access to downtown Vice City, multiple areas of the map we haven't even saw yet. And we do know Lucia is going to be actually the kind of crazy one, you know. Jason, I keep saying this, Jason, he's giving Franklin of GTA 5, you know. He's just here to chill, you know. He wants a brand new life. He wants to take it low. Rockstar even says that over here on their website. Jason wants an easy life, but things just keep getting harder. He comes, meets up with a local drug dealer he met before. But then down here, he says, meeting Lucia could be the best or worst thing to ever happen to him. Jason knows how he'd like it to turn out, but right now, it's hard to tell. So this just goes to show, Lucia, he's going to be pushing Jason's buttons a little bit, you know? She's going to try to get him to do some stuff he probably doesn't want to do. And that's how they're going to start getting in trouble with all these law enforcement and so on. Classic GTA stuff. And just look at this since we're here. Fresh out of prison, ready to change the odds in her favor, Lucia is committed to her plan no matter what it takes. Well, a cute little picture of Lucia right here. And life with Jason could be her way out. In this picture, these two are just giving a different kind of vibe compared to this one. Major honor system hint. I don't see anyone. I made multiple videos on this, multiple tweets on this on my X page. I don't see anyone talk about this, the honor system. And I think this is the biggest clue. I don't see at one point in this part out that it's obviously two pictures. This is a classic thing in gaming where they have side-by-side comparisons, good, bad. This is 100% to me an honor system, no Easter egg here, you know. Because just look, cute little picture. Looking mean, ready to get into some action, you know. So I think that's going to be a major part. Oh, and look at this artwork, huh? Lucia not wearing an ankle monitor. You know, just our artwork. But we know Rockstar goes in-depth on their artwork, you know. So this does have to tell you something. And I think this video right here without making is the biggest telling of Lucia. The most we know about her is that single ankle monitor. That right now for me is paving the way for her whole storyline so far. Out of all the voice lines, all the scenes we see, that ankle monitor is paving the way for everything, I think, right now. Maybe it's a hot take, but that's what I'm thinking. And I think it's 100% realistic, especially the map. That is the biggest part I want to emphasize on this video is the map limitations. I think will be coming back. And to be honest, I'm a fan of it. So let me know what you guys think. If you guys got this far into the video, promise to like it, so leave a like and subscribe to see your video. I make next.
Trust.